When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. There have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. We're going to make it happen. As God is my bloody witness, I'm hell-bent on making it work. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. I could either watch it happen or be a part of it. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. What makes innovative thinking happen? I think it's really a mindset. You have to decide. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. I think we have a duty to maintain the light of consciousness to make sure it continues into the future. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Don't delude yourself into thinking something's working when it's not, or you're gonna get fixated on a bad solution. Really pay attention to negative feedback and solicit it, particularly from friends. Hardly anyone does that, and it's incredibly helpful. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be better. I wouldn't say I have a lack of fear. In fact, I'd like my fear emotion to be less because it's very distracting and fries my nervous system. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. There's a tremendous bias against taking risks. Everyone is trying to optimize their risk covering. Brand is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time. Sometimes it will be ahead, other times it will be behind. But brand is simply a collective impression some have about a product. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "Nah, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. It's very important to like the people you work with, otherwise life, and your job is gonna be quite miserable. I always have optimism, but I'm realistic. It was not with the expectation of great success that I started Tesla or SpaceX. It's just that I thought they were important enough to do anyway. You have to say, well, why did it succeed where others did not? Being an entrepreneur is like eating glass and staring into the abyss of death. Thanks for watching.